Gurugram has a problem, and that is waste management crisis. The issue has reached this level that the Gurugram Nivasis are calling the city now Kudagram. But what happened that the financial and technical hub of India has waste lying everywhere, starting from city streets to parts of Aravali.
Last Saturday, social media erupted over Gurugram's mounting waste crisis. The hashtag Kudagram trended after a series of posts tagged the Gurugram Municipal Corporation and Swachh Bharat. A French expat, Mathilde R., sparked the fire, calling the city dirtier than anywhere in Africa, Asia, or South America. Soon after, Sanjeev Kapoor, ex-CEO of Jet Airways, slammed the administration. No respect for the land, tax-paying citizens, or even cows. And you want to build a Disneyland here? The outrage gained traction, especially among the city's elites, as the garbage problem began creeping into their neighborhoods. But for residents like Shweta Arora in Sector 55, this isn't new. She and over 200 others have been pleading with authorities for months to clear the waste choking their streets. It took a CEO and a foreigner's tweet to spotlight what locals have long suffered in silence.
Our complaints are marked as resolved without doing anything. On one hand, they promote their sites and apps and all the fancy things. On the other hand, if we make a complaint, it is marked as resolved. What do we do? Whom do we go to? Absolutely helpless. I mean, we've knocked on each door, every door, and we just don't know what to do. I mean, the apathy is actually, it's mind-boggling. We pay taxes for this, and you have all the 5 stars. People know Gurugram, it's actually the Kudagram, and it is, people know Gurugram for the 5 stars it has. You have Grand Hyatt there, Doubletree on my left, Grand Hyatt there, and right in between is this huge garbage mound which people just fail to notice.
I moved to Gurgaon 6 months ago to this particular sector, and the sight and smell that I experience every morning is from the municipal waste dump yard that is outside. This I found out is an illegal, unauthorized dumping area, and the issue is not only dumping but civic apathy by the authorities. We've been knocking on every authority's door, right from the MCG commissioner to the newly elected councillor of the area, including the MLA. They all come, they all walk around and they say the usual empty promises, just lip service. So more than the dump itself, it's actually the apathy and the negligence by these authorities that is the issue I'm facing.
Gurugram, home to giants like Google, Microsoft, Wipro, and Deloitte, is one of India's top financial and tech hubs. It's also where business leaders like Zomato, CEO Dipinder Goyal, and Uno Minda's Nirmal Kumar Minda own luxury homes. Marketed as a millennial utopia with sleek roads, high rises, and clean air and Aravali views, Gurugram attracted those fleeing Delhi's chaos. But beneath the glitzy skyline lies a city divided. While one part shines, the other plagued by poor infrastructure and waste remains hidden in plain sight.
After the Delhi landfills, and I have been in NGT for almost 10 years, since 2015, against the landfill, because it is in forest area, it's in Aravalis, and it is on a mining pit which is about 250 feet deep, and because of the landfill, today we have contaminated groundwater for 5 villages surrounding the landfill, and many water holes inside the forest which are used by the wildlife there are contaminated because of the landfill. Those water holes are full of leachate, and the area has about, the Aravalis here in this region has about 32 leopards. So nobody talks about these wildlife which are getting affected because of the waste of Gurgaon and Faridabad. Almost 2,200 tons of waste goes to that landfill every day, every single day. This is a mixed waste which comes from Faridabad and Gurgaon both. The administration has failed to check the mixed waste that goes to the landfill daily. The administration has failed to to get, start with ABC of waste segregation. They have not managed to get the RWs and people to segregate their waste. So, and they aim to sort out the legacy waste that is dumped. More than 20 lakh tons of waste is dumped in that landfill. Not just in the landfill, there are tons and thousands of tons of waste that is dumped inside the forest in the Aravali's by the vendors of MCG. And we have reported this in NGT many times, several times. Many affidavits have been filed. The saddest part is MCG is doing what it is doing. It is failing the way it is failing. NGT has failed to give us any respite in these 10 years.
I'm right now standing at the Gurgaon-Faridabad mark. As you can see, it's a very busy highway where cars are going from both the sides at a high speed. But behind me, you can see there is a heap of waste, mainly consisting tiles and marble and bricks that has been dumped from some construction site from Gurgaon. I'll give you a closer look what we have found here. As you can see, there are tiles, there are building materials, bricks that have been gathered from the construction sites of Gurgaon and have been dumped here on the Gurgaon-Faridabad marg. And this is just one of the heaps on the entire highway. The entire stretch has several such heaps of building materials that has been dumped here from different construction sites. This road used to be one of the most picturesque road with sunset and sunrise views. It was one of favorites of a lot of runners and people who like to walk around the city. Now this road has a bad smell and it has become a dump yard for the construction sites of Gurgaon.
Waste management problem has been very persistent in Gurgaon. It's not a new problem, because it's a new city which was developing, and with the new city, the movement of the citizens come in, And this city is practically unplanned city, And if you have an unplanned city, so no infrastructure got developed here. Only the high-rise buildings came up. Basically, it came up for the corporate sectors so that the offices can move in with with the offices, the apartments came up. So Gurgaon has got a unique situation. Gurgaon is basically divided between the two. Old Gurgaon, which is, if you come from Delhi towards Gurgaon, the right side of the NH8, and the left-hand side is New Gurgaon, which is basically made by the builders. And they practically owe every inch of land on this side of it. So if they owe every inch of land, they never built up the infrastructure because they thought that infrastructure is not their domain, that has to be developed by the government. The government also didn't pay attention because they never thought, there's going to be so much of an influx of the population here. So they didn't leave the open spaces to make the requisite infrastructure facilities on this side of the Gurgaon. Old Gurgaon is a different story because that's land over there. That's a old Gurgaon towards the station. So when you do not have, and most of the time, there are condominiums here. So we do, and every condominium develops, generates huge amount of waste. So the awareness was there. The people started segregating in their apartments, but what do you do with that? After segregation, where do you throw it? That was the main reason. Where do you throw it? So it got lifted from the apartments by the private players and it was thrown all over on the roadside or wherever they found the empty plots because somebody's plot is there, so they used to throw there. The same thing happened with the C&D waste also. And that the heaps started generating and the stink started generating, and then with that the problems, diseases and all that started developing. That's the time when the people started approaching the government.
And when was it
Couple of years back, because generation of garbage is every day, you can't stop it, it's there. The other problem which happened, now who segregates? If you look traditionally, the segregation was done by the rag pickers, okay? But with the condominiums coming up, the private players coming up, the private builders coming up, they all wanted to sell their apartments, and every new rich, everybody wanted to live in a good environment. They didn't want to see the slums, they didn't want to see anything. So the slums were pushed out of the city limits. Most of the rag pickers come from the slums, and they're the first level of segregation which they do. Now, the garbage was thrown on the road, but there was nobody to segregate. So it just kept lying there and kept, So that's first mistake which done. So I probably think that's a mistake of the builders and us also, because we didn't allow them. Because we wanted an environment, clean environment. But where is the clean environment? Clean environment within your four walls. But that's not clean environment. You have to step out on the road. And step out on the road means kachra over there. So it reached to a certain level where the NGT and the Supreme Court took a cognizance of it. A lot of people approached there. And the Chief Secretary Haryana was forced, I think in June 24.
Gurugram generates two types of waste, solid and construction waste. While the city produces over 1200 tons of solid waste daily, it has just one dumping ground, Bandwari landfill, which it shares with Faridabad. Most of the visible waste across Gurugram is construction debris, with the nearest processing plant in Basai 25 kilometers away and with only 300 ton capacity, far below the city's needs. Built without proper planning, Gurugram lacks a designated dumping site. As a result, streets, forests, villages, and open lands have turned into dumping grounds. With new residential projects constantly rising, construction waste is often dumped wherever space is found.
हमारे पास जो रिसोर्सेज हैं एमसीजी में, उसमें हम अभी तक रोड स्वीपिंग सही से कर पा रहे थे, और डोर टू डोर का टेंडर ना होने की वजह से हमें थोड़ी दिक्कतें आ रही हैं। रिसेंटली हमारा 3-4 जुलाई को एक ऑल इंडिया लेवल का कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ है मानेसर में, जहाँ पर हमें रिसोर्सेज डाइवर्ट करने पड़े। मैं ही नोडल ऑफिसर था। उसमें हमारे अराउंड 1500 सफाई कर्मचारी और अराउंड 100 ट्रैक्टर ट्रॉलीज उस तरफ डिप्लॉय करने पड़े हमें, और अराउंड 60 किलोमीटर का रोड वहाँ पे हमने क्लीन किया था। इसकी वजह से थोड़े इश्यूज़ आए हैं, लेकिन हमारी जो प्लानिंग है, अगले 3 दिन में हम नॉर्मल सिचुएशन की तरफ एमसीजी एरिया में सैनिटेशन को ले जाएंगे। इसके साथ साथ जो हमारे स्टेबल टेंडर्स हैं, जो 5 इयर्स का टेंडर होना है, उसके लिए जो हमारे टेंडर डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं सारे हेडक्वार्टर चले गए हैं, उसमें हमें अप्रूवल आते हैं हम टेंडर फ्लोट कर देंगे। जब तक वो अप्रूवल नहीं आता, टेंडर नहीं होता और फर्दर काम शुरू नहीं होता है, कुछ महीनों के लिए हमने टेम्परेरी अरेंजमेंट्स के लिए 400 LCV, जिसको टिपर भी कहते हैं, लाइट कमर्शियल व्हीकल्स, टेंडर्स हमारे हो रखे हैं। हमें विद इन ए डे और 2 अप्रूवल्स आने वाले हैं। हमने वेंडर्स से बात कर ली है, वो इंस्टेंटली हमारे पास 200 व्हीकल्स आ जाएंगे। बाकी के 200 व्हीकल्स 3-4 दिन में हमारे पास डिप्लॉय हो जाएंगे। इसके साथ साथ हमें फीडबैक आते हैं सोशल मीडिया के, उससे हमें पता है थोड़ा इश्यूज़ हुए हैं यहाँ पर। जो भी सोशल मीडिया से हमें इश्यूज़ आते हैं, हम उसको रिजोल्व करने का पूरा प्रयास करते हैं, और हम रेजिडेंट से ये रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि हमारा सहयोग करें सैनिटेशन की सर्विसेज को इम्प्रूव करने में। जो स्वीप का जो प्लान गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ था, एज ऑफ नाउ वो फॉर्मली काम नहीं कर रहा है। इनफॉर्मली डिविजनल कमिश्नर सर्स, हमारे जॉइंट कमिश्नर्स और एसडीएम्स और डीसी के साथ मीटिंग्स होती हैं, तो उसमें हम रिव्यू करते हैं। तो ऐसी ही 2 मीटिंग्स हुई हैं अभी तक, जिसमें डिविजनल कमिश्नर सर के फीडबैक जो आए हैं वो हमने मानते हुए हम सिचुएशन को इम्प्रूव करेंगे।
Residents of Gurugram want the waste management crisis to resolve as soon as possible. The administration says in 6 months everything will stabilize. Now we have to wait and watch what will happen in next 6 months. Will Gurugram become Kuda free or not? This is Manisha Mondal reporting for The Print from Gurugram.